on in, take a seat. My name is Lee and I am the MA that's going to be bringing you back, checking you in, and just setting up the room for whatever brings you in today. Do you mind confirming your first and last name? Okay, I see you there in the system. It looks like you are here today just for your annual exam. Awesome. But it looks like you're a new patient to us, so welcome. Have you ever had an annual exam before? You have? Okay. So normally for annual exams, we'll do a breast, abdominal, and pelvic exam. Do you know if you're due for a pap smear as well today or the cervical cancer screen? It's been like 5 years. Okay, yeah, so we'll make sure we do that for you today. Do you know if you need any additional infection screening today? Are you having any concerning symptoms down below or anything like that? You're okay? All right. Just put that in. Awesome. And then just to kind of go through your medical history here, any new medical diagnosis? Okay. And then are you currently taking any medications right now? Okay. And what about any recent surgeries, any history of colonoscopies? And do you know when that was? Both sides or just, okay. Now, social history, any prior or current vape use, tobacco, hookah smoking, marijuana or substance use at all? Okay. And how often would you say? Gotcha. So kind of socially. What about alcohol use? Do you drink at all? Okay. As far as family history, we have a family member with colon as well as ovarian cancer. Any other updates to that? Okay. And then right now we have that you're in a relationship with a male partner. Been together for a while. Gotcha. And are you currently using any methods of birth control, whether hormonal or non-hormonal? Okay, do you do anything else with that, or? Okay, good to know. Gotcha. And any history of ever being told that you had an abnormal pap smear or that you had any sort of infection from down below? Right, like gonorrhea, chlamydia, or trichomonas. Okay. You said what year was that? Gotcha. All right, so I am gonna open a chart for you today in the annual exam template. You of course consent today to a breast, abdominal, pelvic, and pap. Okay, and do you do pretty well with pelvic exams for the most part? Anything that we should be aware of? Okay, just want to make sure. So let me start this chart for you. I am just going to get your vital signs and then I will kind of give you everything you need. Okay, let's see. So first things first is we'll get your blood pressure if that's okay with you. Awesome. All right, let me just put some hand sanitizer on. Is there anything else that you needed to be addressed today, or you're good? Awesome. All right, let me just grab my stethoscope here. Got that. Let me grab my blood pressure cuff here. We are just going to put this around your arm. There you go. Nice and small. Perfect. Just give me a little bit while I get your blood pressure, okay? 1 second. blood pressure is normal. Let me take this off of you. Okay, just slide your arm out there. Perfect. All right, blood pressure looks good. Oh yes, I am so excited for it to just be spring weather. I am over winter. Absolutely. Let me just grab one of these. This is going to be a temperature check, so it's going to get placed underneath the tongue. Okay, let me just stand this second. Okay, this is going to go underneath your tongue here. There you go. Just give it a few seconds to work here. Okay, that is completed in one. Just gonna put that in the fridge. Let's close this up. All right, so let me just input all of that into your chart here. Okay, let me grab you a little drink. So this is going to be for you. Everything top-wise can actually stay on. You'll just want to take off a bra underneath if you're wearing one. And then you'll just drape this over your waist. Just try not to wrap yourself with it. So I'm going to leave that on the table there for you. And then for the pap, so we will be using this specimen container here to collect your pap smear or your cervical cancer screen. And then these are the two brushes that we'll use to collect. This kind of feels like a fuzzy eyebrow brush, if you will. And this is what we call a spatula. And then you didn't need any additional testing. So you should be all good to go there. Let me grab some gloves for Leanna. All right, so we have gloves here for her. And then we're gonna take out speculum. So we have that out as well. And then lubricant is already there on the counter. So what I'm going to do is I am going to give you some privacy, and then you just need to get undressed, like I said, waist down, and then Leanna, the PA, will be in. But do you have absolutely any questions before I check you into the system here? You think you're okay? All right, so let's do that. All right, so she knows that you are here. I'm going to give you some privacy now. It's very nice to see you. And Leanna, the PA, will be in shortly. She'll meet you right over there, okay? Awesome. I hope you have an amazing day. See ya. Hello, hello. How are you? Good. My name is Leanna. It's nice to see you. Today I'm going to be performing your annual examination. Looks like it's pretty straightforward. No concerns. Just here for routine breast, abdominal, pelvic exam, and pap smear. Would that be correct? Okay. And are you having absolutely any other concerns today that you maybe forgot to mention to Lee, or everything is good? Awesome. Well, if you will give me 1 second, I'm just going to grab some gloves. All right. I'm just going to put some gloves on, and then we are going to start with a breast exam, okay? Awesome. Just put this on here. Perfect. All right. While I'm on this side, I'll be starting on this side, okay? And of course, you let me know if you ever get uncomfortable. Here. And of course, if anything that I do causes you pain, again, you let me know. gloves make all sorts of funny sounds, am I right? And if you wouldn't mind just lifting this arm here. Perfect. Very good. Okay. I am going to make my way to the other side here. Just so I'm not reaching over you. Okay. I'm just going to put this here. Do you mind lifting this arm? Perfect. Okay. Gotta love those gloves, man. Okay, I would say breast exam is completely done. So let me move over here. Next part while we're here is an abdominal exam, and then we'll sort of reposition you for the pelvic exam, okay? So I am just going to move this gown over a little bit. I'm just looking on the outside of the abdomen first. And now I'm just going to press down, okay? Any pain at all? Pain in your lower pelvis? That's good. I'm just going to do some percussion. The last part here is I'm going to press in kind of deeper than I did initial, okay? Still doing okay. Good. Let me move this light to the side here. Alrighty. Let me pull these out. These stirrups. I am just going to need you to scoot down a little bit. Perfect. Just a little bit more. Good, good. Alright, let me get all the equipment that I'll need for you. Alright, so we just got the pap smear, speculum, and then I'll just need some more. Awesome. Alright, so the first part of this examination is you're just going to feel my hands on the outside, okay? Okay, you let me know if you get too uncomfortable, of course. I'm just going to do that. Okay, just looking on the outside. No signs of suspicious moles or skin changes, and you're not having any symptoms, right? Good, just making sure. Next up is going to be that internal exam. So we're going to be starting with a smaller speculum, okay? Yes, okay. So you're going to feel a little bit of cold here. A little bit of cold, lots of pressure. I see your cervix, very good. Perfect. And so now we're just going to do the pap smear. Both of our brushes. Okay. Pap smear is completed. Now we just kind of have to do a mix. Gotta make sure we get all those cells in there. Yeah, at ASMR OBGYN clinics, the step tends to be a bit longer than like your real OBGYN clinic, of course. But people see us for different reasons. All right. So this is all set up and good to go. I'm going to take the speculum out. And the last part of this exam is what we call an internal manual exam, where I insert my gloved finger just to make sure I don't feel any enlargements and then you're not having any tenderness near where your ovaries or your uterus would be. Are you okay with that portion? Okay. Okay, you're going to feel a lot of pressure here. Examination. You are all completed for your annual, so let me just put it back here. There you go. Perfect. So, do you have absolutely any questions at all? I'm just going to grab my sanitizer. Things are pretty straightforward. Awesome. Let me just grab my board. Got a lot of things I gotta grab. So yeah, I'm gonna let the girls at the front desk know that as far as I'm concerned, everything regarding your routine annual exam was completely normal. Annuals are covered yearly by insurance, so you shouldn't have to pay a copay or anything like that. So you are all set. I'm going to give the girls a heads up at checkout that you are going to be all good to go. And then otherwise, as long as you have no more questions, I'll give you some privacy here to get dressed.